Hello everyone, welcome back. This is an update on the Stickleback Aquarium. First things first, as you can see, there are no Sticklebacks. They actually kind of died off about, oh, trying to think. Back in the beginning of, I think 2022 was when the last one died, or maybe towards the end of 2021. Um, Yeah, so they actually, most of them lived for a year. The second one lived for about a year and a half. It has been 2 years. So, yeah, I guess that would have been 2022. Um, yeah, that's pretty standard for sticklebacks. I have not went and got more. They were a lot of work, and I just didn't want to keep putting in the extra effort. So what I am doing, and the reason there's still water in the tank, and you'll notice that there's a plastic wrap sealing the top, is I'm turning this into a sealed ecosphere aquarium, kind of like these jars I have over here, which are still alive. They do still have things. So, like you can see, there's a bunch of snails in that. Um, this jar is a terrarium one. It's got moss and well, at the very, it's got a few plants in it, and I don't have a good enough camera to show you guys, but there are springtails in there. The tank, I was originally going to get rid of all the water, but I noticed when I was about to kind of clean it out that there were still snails, and not only that, there were some other things in there, such as tubifex worms, as well as copepods, which are little crustacean. I think it's copepods. It might have been the ostracods. I get those two mixed up. It's the little round boys. Now, I noticed that these snails were having some issues with their shells, so there's a cuttle bone in there to kind of put some extra calcium in. You'll notice that there's a lot of algae. I do intend to take care of that eventually. I'm going to unseal this, and I'm planning on putting plants in, and after the plants kind of get settled and the tank gets cycled a few times, what I will probably do is put in ghost shrimp, mostly because they're cheap. They're about 25 cents a piece. They're very hardy, so you don't really have to do anything with the tank's temperatures compared to what you would have to do for some more exotic shrimp like cherry shrimp. Most shrimp, you need to keep it kind of a warmer temperature. I mean, this is going to be probably around the 70-degree range anyway, just because that's around the temperature I keep my room. But ghost shrimp tend to be a little bit hardier, so they're fine anywhere from like 60 to 80 degrees. And will still breed. And basically, once I get all of that done, I'm going to reseal it. That's to keep the water from escaping. And once that happens, yeah, basically it should become a self-sufficient ecosystem, but with a little bit more activity. Because right now, there's plenty of life in there, which really surprised me, especially after a couple of years of sticklebacks. Especially because they really do eat everything, but that's nature for you. To quote a certain movie, life finds a way. So yeah, mostly just made this because I had several people commenting and asking for an update on the Stickleback Aquarium, and I really hadn't planned on making another one since all of the Sticklebacks are dead, but I guess, yeah, this is what y'all get. Once I get more done with it, I do plan on updating y'all with the progress. I'm probably going to remove the fake plants when I put in real ones. I might leave them in just because they do seem to make pretty good structure for some extra... Oh, Why did that not focus so hard? It's crazy. There we go. They do make pretty good structure for different types of algae, which, that might be good if I'm putting in other crustaceans in there to feed on it. So, I don't know. We'll see. I may or may not take the plastic plants out, but at the very least, I'm going to be putting some new plants in. If any of y'all are watching this and are familiar with aquariums and you want to suggest some hardy plants that really don't need to be taken care of, especially ones that might work as a food source for shrimp, that would be appreciated. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Appreciate all of the attention that the Stickleback Aquarium got. It was a lot more than I ever expected. And yeah, y'all take care. And I'll talk at you in the next one. Love you, bye.